just channeling some stuff here. So we'll see what comes out during the read. Okay. I have a few decks that I went ahead and already pulled for us to use today, with some Tiger's Eye. And this is yellow calcite, if I remember correctly. And then my Jasper. I can't think of the full name of it right now. Anyway, ocean jasper. Yeah, because it looks kind of like the sand on the beach, right? So, like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Right? It's kind of what it's like dipping into a tarot reading some days. Sometimes we have to laugh at the energy here because you know what I mean. Otherwise, it gets too much, and then you don't want to be this person. You don't want to be going around having to apologize to everybody for the rest of your life for being a jerk. You know what I mean? I actually had somebody do that to me. They came up to me in a bar, and I can't remember. I think I was there visiting around the holidays or something, and they just came up to me and they just apologized and said that they were a big jerk in high school. And I mean, was he the friendliest dude? No, but I don't remember him like going out of his way. You know what I mean? To make my life feel miserable or anything. You know what I mean? Like, and plus he was an upperclassman, so you know how that goes. It's kind of like you kind of want the upperclassman to pay attention to you, right? So sometimes even if it's negative attention, you kind of brush that off, right? Anyway, so collective, this could be some of the energy of the person that you're dealing with. They could have some years on you. You could view them with some like um, type of authority because they have more years or experience on you. Remember though, not all experience is the same, right? So use your own discernment, right? At the end of the day, it's not theirs, right? You only got one life to live. I might be able to quote all of the soaps here by the end of the hour, right? Hopefully it's not an hour-long message today. Have mercy, right? Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the message deck first. Get that out of the way. See what's going on. Who said what? Who said what? Like, do they even know? Sometimes it's like, yeah. It's like when you hear some people talk, you're like, do you even realize what you're saying right now? Like, it does not make you look smart. It does not make you look clever. Like, unless there's some little master plan for this, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, yeah. So collective, you may have been, say, moving in silence. You may have not been communicating very much with whoever this energy is that's around you. Okay. Welcome to the chat. Please be respectful. And if you are in the chat, please like the video or subscribe to the channel, even better, right? But liking the video helps pass the messages around. So this person thinks you're attractive, okay? Whoever this person is in their energy. I feel like it's a little bit of nervous energy, like it's like they want to flirt with you, but they don't want to like overdo it and make themselves look, like they're, simping on you or whatever. So this might be, I was channeling earlier, this might be the person you're not on speaking terms with. And if that is so, the initials MZ or U may be significant. Also, this person could be into sports, specifically football. Now, American football is a little bit different than, European football is different than Aussie football, right? So I guess whatever you're kind of, I feel like it's like a sport like that. You know, a lot of action, a lot of intensity. You know, they like to, you know, they might even be kind of like a bit of a gambler, okay, like a sports bettor type thing, you know, illegal or illegal. Do you need more than one? This person feels like, so if you are a feminine energy, this masculine feels like you date around, like that you can't just like settle for one person. That's what they're saying. Or they're asking the question. There could also be a karmic energy that's around where the initials R, K, or N may be significant. Okay. There's just a lot coming through, you guys. So I'm just trying to give the downloads as I'm receiving them how I can best explain it. Will your friends or family accept me? So this you and wonders like if you would or if they would fit into your life, like like maybe they think you already have somebody and you're like, do you need more than one? Like I this happened to me one time at a I was getting like a burrito at this place by where I was going to school at, and the guy asked me if I had a boyfriend, and I was like, no, and he was like, do you have two boyfriends? I was like, you know, it was just kind of funny. Um, and then, you know, he finished my burrito for me. Yeah. So there is something about this person though that they don't. Ugh, wow. Okay. I'm sorry. This energy is a little wicked here. Um, this person may have some things about them that they don't quite like. Honestly, they could have some like kind of drug addiction or have some kind of illness. I wish I could come out and say it. Yeah, it's like I'm hearing, it's like my ears feel clogged right now during this reading. It's like they're wanting a message to get through, but they don't. Yeah. And it's that, but collective, all you need to know is, you know, don't worry, right? About a thing, okay? Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't let their, you know, yeah, you might feel attractive as well, don't let their projection mold you into something, right? Okay. And maybe that's why the tiger's eye is here today, because like when you hear these things, like just stay grounded, like don't, you know, like a tree is still a tree at the end of the day, like it's, you know, it's not being easily moved just because some little huff and puff came along and went like that, you know, like, okay, well, now that you're done with your cigarette, can you put it out in the ashtray? Thank you very much. You know what I mean? It's right. Yes, I'm dating. What about us together? So this person is saying that they're out dating. They don't necessarily want to be dating multiple people. Maybe they are doing that or they have done that before. Again, they're saying, who are your friends? This person could be like spying on you and wanting to know, like, you know, is this person you're hanging out with a friend or are they like more than that? So, I'm gonna pose a question. Please do so to the universe and see what response you get back. Okay? Because the reading I'm giving right now is collective. I don't do individual messages. However, you may resonate with a message in this reading. If you do not, that's okay. Don't sweat it. It's just not your message today. So please do use your own discernment. And again, if you're in the chat, give us a like, right? Participate and get the energy going. And as well, support the channel. The more support I have on the channel, the more I'm able to contribute to the channel. Very simple, right? Can't pour from an empty cup. No, you cannot. So, yeah, I feel like somebody, I'm gonna tell, yeah, the rest of these initials here, like this LCO, something about Lincoln, perhaps this person or they left you on the corner somewhere near a bar. Part of what I'm getting. And there is something about not qualifying or time ran out on some kind of application for somebody, and these initials are T, M, and Q. So M appeared twice, but I feel like these aren't necessarily the same person, okay? These are just energies that came through, so these could be situations that you are resonating with. Again, this is a collective reading, so, you know, if that's you, okay. If not, don't sweat it, okay? So, the Lovers. Interesting. Gemini season is over, though. So with this timeout here, this somebody didn't qualify. Maybe they didn't qualify you to be in this kind of love relationship. And right now they're wishing they could say otherwise, right? But they're not. So, you know, they're thinking all these things. I don't know if this was a date this person had or somebody that they're like occasionally like a friends with benefits or something, but it was just one of those things that they just had to like get out of there. They knew the situation was wrong, so they just kind of like left. And like maybe this person had to like Uber home or something. You know what I mean? It was just one of those like they realized the gravity of the situation and that they could not give their energy to the situation or person anymore. This LCO thing and this Lincoln. So maybe that's part of what the time ran out on that kind of love that was maybe not true. Okay, let's continue here because that's the past energy. So it could have been too like, wow, like this person ended up getting romantic with this person and then realized that they weren't as attractive, you know, without all the razzle dazzle, I'll say. Okay. Page of Swords. Yeah, this person or this ex could be spying on you. They could be talking about you like to this other person, kind of like trying to get information. Because, you know, this person is kind of wanting to be around you, right? And so, you know, it's like raising these suspicions. I mean, because, you know, you don't go from one to the next, you know, overnight, right? It's like, oh, well, there's no texting, there's no calling, there's no stopping by, right? And I feel like this person's reflecting on what they had and maybe what they could have had with you potentially. But kind of getting with them, it's saying here like scary movie. Page of Pentacles. So somebody wants to move slowly forward with you. I don't know if this is going to be enough for you though, collective. I mean, you're not saying it's like not a big deal, but it's also like, okay. Wasn't that what you gave the last person? So, right? It's so special. You know, it's just like, is this person just a Romeo? You know? Remember last week when he was in love with Rosalind or whatever her name is? Yeah. Eight of Swords. I feel like this person just kind of wants to come around, dip their toe in, and try and manipulate. And maybe it's because they're not getting what they want out of this other situation. they could also be in their head because if something didn't work out, and like say if this is somebody you knew, and if this, something didn't work out in the past previously, they could be like, you know, like, yeah, everybody knows how I treated you, therefore, you know, are they even going to accept me, or are they going to tell me to drop dead, right? But you know, the Eight of Swords, that's one of those things. It's like, well, you know, did this person ever apologize? Did this person ever make amends? You know, it's like, it's one thing to feel bad, but did you ever do anything about it? Did you really care? You know, are there any changed behaviors? And yeah, overall, I'm getting Queen of Swords here from you guys, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You're not about to just like take your walls down for anybody. So somebody potentially has some old man booty. Okay. So I have written down here, and this is like from the Sex and the City series when Samantha starts dating this older guy, and they're like, oh well, like how much older, you know what I mean? And they're, but like she said, you know, everything didn't feel exactly the same, and part of it's because you know he had, you know, like a saggy bum. I also have flat as a sandwich here, so somebody could might have a flatter bum as well. Anyway, maybe that's like actually the situation, but that's just kind of the, you know, setting the scene anyway. And then, you know, at that point, it was kind of like when Samantha realizes, like, I can't really do this. And, like, again, like, this energy of leaving them on the corner at the, like, realizing, like, I can't do this, you know, like, oh my god, you guys, the movie, Kingpin, when he, like, gets down with his landlady and then he like has nightmares about it later, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, somebody's kind of getting a clearer picture of what's really been happening, and they've been kind of slowly wanting to back away, and have been thinking it over. But there's a lot else kind of going on here that I don't feel like they've really let go of, because they're still sitting here saying, I wish I could come out and say it. Well, say it already, you know? Why is that so difficult to say? And you know, here's the other thing, collective. Once they start talking, do you even want to hear it, right? Like, you know, that's up to you. Because it's like, what was the true intention back here, you know? Because if they're wanting to act all lovey-dovey, but yet they have all these other interests, it's like, well, that's not exactly, you know, the love that the collective had pictured for themselves. Now, is it? Right? The collective isn't picturing their significant other going on multitudes of dates with other people. And then, you know, being too tired to text the collective or call the collective, right? Oh, well, the collective will understand because they know me, right? And it's like, well, you can't, that's not, you know what I mean? That only works from one point of view, right? There's two people in this situation, and that's why it went so fast from the Lovers to the Page of Swords, because it was kind of built on a bunch of fluff, you know. You know, people have notions of things, and then when push comes to shove, yeah, that's right. Come on now, get grounded. What did I say earlier about that tiger's eye? Okay. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I mean, honestly, okay, it's one thing to think these things. What if this person came up to you today and was like, oh, you are so hot. Like, you're looking so good. You know, I would love to meet your family and blah, blah. And it's like, well, okay, well, wait a second. Let's get back. It's like, this is in the future, but yet we're back at square one here. Okay? Because last time I checked, you were promising a whole lot and delivering a whole little. Okay? You know what I mean? It's like the person that says, oh, I would love to own a franchise, and every time they go to talk to the bank, they never have enough money to put down for the deposit. After a while, the bank manager's not going to be taking those meetings quite as frequently, because it's like, oh yeah, so-and-so is back with another idea saying that they want to invest their money, but they never have enough money. Okay? And, you know, somebody wants you to accept that. Well, maybe they should be in their head about that a little bit. And in fact, if you're that bad off, what the heck are you doing with yourself? Right? Why are you trying to infiltrate the collective's life? Are you trying to make the collective's life better? Let's think about that. Okay? So, again, staying grounded, don't get swept away with all these, you know, messages. Yes, I'm dating. What about us dating together? Yeah, well, that sounds great, right? Until you find out you're not the only one. In more ways than one sometimes, right? And then it becomes a health risk. And then, you know, we've all seen Dateline NBC in 48 hours. None of us want to be messing with some of these people out here, even by association. Okay? Bye. Bye. Not interested. Okay? Kasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Yeah, you're it's like you're sprinting away, and that's why some of this is coming up. You know, it's kind of like this moon came through and this person's like, "Oh man, you know what? I think I left my love here, the collective, in the past. Gemini season's over. What the heck did I just do?" Right? And now it's like they're trying to figure out who are their friends, like who can I talk to about them, right? Who would know? God forbid they contact the collective, right? It's like all of a sudden nobody has a phone. Nobody knows how to operate a phone, right? Everyone forgot, right? All of these things, everyone just forgets because they're in love. Are they in love or are they just avoiding things and they're pouring out to what? Something that they want you to accept that's a bunch of hogwash? No, thank you. The crumbling. What are you clinging onto? Yeah. Um, this person could also be clinging onto the idea that you are holding them on some kind of pedestal here without them realizing that the pedestal, you know, of their own making, of course, is literally crumbling away. And it's like, you know, if you know, pay attention to this and this, like, you might be able to shine that up a little bit, right? No, no, no. They're just too busy to be told anything, right? Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Yeah. Collective, I feel like you are not aligned with these people. This is why you're not, you know, playing into this kind of wanting to play around your energy, basically. And I feel like perhaps this person is the one who, you know, they didn't they didn't qualify to be in your life, you know, in a way because, you know, either number one, they never filled out the application, right? Time ran out on the application. They never asked for one. You know, it's just more like they expected you to do everything. And it's like, well, why would I do that if you're not interested? Right? You know, certain things are on reserve for certain people as the circle gets smaller and smaller. Right? Will the circle be unbroken? Anyway, so again, go back and rewind if you guys missed the initials at the beginning, but you might want to take a look at that. Could be relevant to your signage as well. Although to me it's very interesting that, you know, we've left Gemini and now we're in Cancer season officially. So it's kind of like Yeah, you know, the honeymoon phase is over, right? And now it's like, you know, you could be finding out things. Like, you could be finding out that, you know, your person has said some not so great things about you to maybe like your friends or your coworkers, and that could be saying her, okay, that could be part of the reason why they want to know who your friends are, so they don't accidentally smack talk you, right, to the wrong people. I mean, with this, you know, odd outcome of the Eight of Swords here, well, do that enough times, and yeah, you're gonna have a whole web of people you're gonna have to keep track of, right? And you know, again, that's not how, you know, like they're this way with one person, they're this way with another person, blah blah blah. It's exhausting, and that's why they dial in on you, collective, because you're so stable, you're so balanced. It's like, oh man, if I'm just around the collective for a little bit, I can get like a little zing off of them, right? And then I can continue to take my nasty ass Jenga tower over here, right? And try and project it on somebody else without doing nothing. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this karmic person is highly dependent. I wouldn't say dependent, but like they get validated by looks. I'll say that. That's why it's like they don't care. It's like they're like, yeah, well, I still look good, or I still, you know what I mean? It's something like that. It's some kind of thing where it makes them feel superior to others. Okay? But it just makes them look instead like this, like a hot mess. You know? It's like you're sure that's the look you want to go with? I'm not arguing with the grown adults, right? That's how we do that. So, you know, is that what you're clinging on to? An adult toddler who refuses to learn? You know, I wouldn't have to think too hard about that. Just saying, not all investments are created equal. For some of you, your person is just realizing that. There's a Fats Domino song called Ain't That a Shame? Right? Also redone by Cheap Trick. Yeah. I never did see Fats Domino, but he is a New Orleans legend, and made some records. Piano player. Anyway, Blueberry Hill, right? With that, we will check out of this season for a moment, right? Eat your fruits and vegetables, right? It is summer, so start getting into the swing of all that, and I think you're going to enjoy yourselves. So, until next time, please do manifest wisely. Bye bye.